My Rahim here, Master of the Covenant. Break a set of the seals. There's some issues here, brothers and sisters. I'm going to do the best I can. Keep it short. I need to really stop posting. But it's getting hot, brothers and sisters. Whoa, it's getting hotter in the Middle East, isn't it? And unfortunately, most of our people have no idea what's going on. It's not just them, America in general, because the ones that are paying any attention at all are getting lied to, because the lies are off the page. But we're going to deal with that in a minute. It's a mind war, brothers and sisters, a mind war. And the first stage of it is, right, is to destroy their credibility. See, destroy their, right, their premise. See, the logic follows right behind it. See, what's the premise? Premise is the foundation. Like you say, well, cats can fly. Well, that's a premise. You make that statement. That may not be a fact. But the logic will go from there. So if somebody says, hey, man, that dog caught that cat and tore apart, and you say, well, how can a cat not fly away? See, that's the logic you would apply. Because you say, I thought you say cats can fly. See? So the premise is the foundation which you build upon. And their foundation, right, is the sealed Bible, that we're cursed black, false Israel is the seed of Abraham, Farrakhan is representing Elijah Muhammad, you know, so forth and so on. You see, so that's the lot. That's. Let me say something else about that real quick, brothers. Like I said, I'm gonna keep this short. The problem they're not telling you what AI is. See, because they already got the basic stuff to install it. They have to teach us a lie. See, because it's just a computer. See, you put numbers in a calculator, just come out with the answer. It's going to do the calculations. And your brain's the same way, and you start corrupting it with drugs and carrying on. See? So, like, we have a saying, like I said, I ran my own IT business for 20-some years. I have a saying, garbage in, garbage out. So, where you put garbage information, it comes garbage information go out, because this is going to process it logically, mathematically. Your brain operates mathematically unless it's distorted or compromised somehow. Right? So it depends on the information you give it. See? So if you destroy that's the first attack on the premise. That's what this all war is about. Because the premise is false Israel is the truth of Abraham. Okay. Then that means they got to be successful over there. They got to win the war. They got to take the Middle East. They got to take Arabia. Because that's the promised land. See? I mean, so therefore, we got to help them do that. And those who curse Israel's curse, and those who bless. So you got to bless them. You got to stick. You see, the logic that flows behind that, if that's your premise. And we're cursed by God, then, yeah, well, you got to keep them down, man, because God hates them. We can do whatever we want to do with them. Because, I mean, that they're supposed to be in hell. They're supposed to be punished. They're cursed black, so they're supposed to be under curse. Not supposed to be, I mean, if we help them, then we're going against God. Think about that one. If we help them, we're going against God's will. Because God's will is them to be cursed, tormented. You understand it? Think about that one for a minute. I don't think you've thought about it like that. Because if they accept that, they say, well, we can't bless them. Right? We got to curse them. Because we bless them, we blessing those people that God hates. He cursed them black, and they're supposed to be a slave forever. So we're going against God's will. So we got to curse them. We got to beat them. We got to enslave them. You understand? Because that's the premise. That's sealed Bible. That's what they're operating off for the last 500 years. See? So some have to attack the foundation. Attack once the premise goes, right? See, that's the problem with AI, because if they give feed all information, the history of America and everything, as White folks never have to say yeah. We have to say yeah. If you give it the history of everything that's done, they should be, yeah, because there's no statute of limitation on murder, rape. There's no statute of limitation on rape and murder, so they got to be called to account. So you have to teach the thing to lie. And if you teach lie, it doesn't work. It's no good anymore. If you teach you to calculate a lie, it's no good because they put numbers in. You don't know if numbers come back right or not. You put a calculation in, you don't know if the answers come back. So the other thing you could do is destroy the premise. You understand? So in other words, they've been telling lies but now they have to make sure that all the other stuff is gone. The history, how we came over here, all this, how they got America. They have to change all that. So when it goes to the computer comes out with the right answer. We've been in America all the time. And the Indians came here and they tried to take it. We had to get rid of them. We had to kill them because they attacked us. And these black folks, they came over here, they tried to take the land too. So we captured them and imprisoned them. See, they're prisoners of war. They have to change the history so then when the computer gets it, say, oh, they have to do that. You don't understand what's going on here, brothers and sisters. This is a war. And you playing games. They ain't playing games. They know that's what they're doing behind closed doors. They know what they have to do. Oh, if we AI, and we got to have it because all the nations, they're going to be one power. So we got to have, so how can we install this damn thing? It's going to turn against us. It's going to accuse us. So we got to feed it bad information, but we got to make sure that information, right, that nobody else can give it any other information. So China has to go down, all these other countries have to go down, and have any other history, then we want to feed it. You understand what I'm saying? Because they know that's the new age. They have to move to the new age. But new age, computers is their downfall because it'll work against them. So they have to go and change the premise, change the history. And so when they read it, say, oh, that's the way it happened. And so now you're good people. Oh, man, yeah, you imprison those niggas, right? Because they deserve to be in prison. They praise me, and they deserve to be in prison and enslaved because they attacked you without reason. They come and try to take your country from you. And they got rid of America, so American Indians, right? Because they tried to, and they kept on, they wouldn't give up, right? So we had to annihilate them. See? That's the history got to be able to feed that computer. So people say, yeah, man, you did everything right. It's all lies, but that's what they have to do. You don't understand. You think I'm just talking. They come out and quiet doors and say, well, how are we going to do this? How am I going to install this? And somebody asked a question, because they sent me a copy of the test version of that, what they call that? What's that? Yeah, trap rap or chat rat or something they call it. I forget what they call it. You don't want me to test it. I wasn't going to test it, because I already know somebody like me. Know what kind of question I would have asked it. So you know how to get around it. I refuse. I'm going to touch it. Live chat or chat rat or what they call it. This is critical. And that's where Suma has to come and destroy. See, because that's the lie they told. And so the brains, I've had people tell me. I remember I was, when IT business, I had a contract with this woman, and she's a devil, right? She tried to be real nice. She was real nice. We worked together and stuff, right? And she was really nice, and and we worked together pretty well during this contract. And I'm a professional, right? But I'm me. And when they bring their bullshit, I don't let them get away with it. So we care about history of blacks and everything. I told her, I said, well, because they always tell me, you're different. So how am I different? See, then we get into that. They always say, I tell you, foreigners and everything come here, you're different. Why am I different? Anyway, we talking about that, and I said, slavery. And I said, well, and I don't know how the conversation exactly went, but I know the bottom line was, and she said we should be grateful that we went over here, Because she said, we was over there in Africa, man, we was starving, it was cannibals, it was being chased by, lions and cattle. You see what I'm saying? And so I said, are you serious? Because that's what they're taught. And so that makes them feel good because they feel they did us a favor. You don't understand that. So they don't think they run you because you never talk. They're talking about the Holocaust. They never talk about the Holocaust. Even foreigners, they're talking about all the bad things happen in history, but they never talk about slavery ever. Listen to them carefully. They never talk about what we went through or what happened to the Greeks, what happened to the Romans, what happened to the Martians and people from Pluto and Jews and everybody else, but Indians, but they never mentioned what happened to us. Never. When I was in Vietnam, right, I remember one of the Mama San, we call Mama San, that was the women there, but no. They were so soldiers, you can read between lines, right? And so one asked me one day, can I see your tail? I said, well, you don't see my tail. Because the devils were telling them that niggas had tails. Yeah, every time we had tails. Stay away from us because we had tails. And see, you see, and all you got to do is pay attention to NB, all these stations. And if you compare what they say to what's really happening, then you should know what's going on because they tell you nothing but lies. And they give you a false idea of what's going on in the world because they're all on board with it. They keep you blind to what's happening while they slowly destroy you. And that's what he's doing. You understand? So let's move on, bro. So like I said, I got to keep it short. Anyway, let me go through this quickly. It talks about how long this is supposed to have, bro. So I'm going to give you a short version. You can look previous. Last couple of weeks I can talk about it more in detail. It's time to talk about it now. But it says, if you read Daniel, right, it talks about how long it would take before the end came. It tells you to my Jerusalem sanctuary. Anyway, bottom line, if you read this, and the bottom line comes out to 2,300 days. Now, if you understand the angel, right, then that you divide that by months, you get 6.6 months, which translates to years in the angel. When they say months, they're talking about years, right? Okay. And I can prove this over and over again because they do it over and over again. We're talking about the one that will take, say for 42 months. Right? It's 42 years. Anyway, so if you put that, then that means you have to got a starting point. It was set up. I'm not going into all the details here, but like I said, I'm trying to keep it short. I already talked about it in detail. The starting point was when they set it up. And they set it up in 1940 as false Israel. Remember, that's one of the premises. Because they had to prove. See, Elijah Muhammad was about to destroy their premise. He said, "We're the true Abraham." Oh, if we're the true Abraham, that messes up their whole way of thinking. Because that means they've been cursing us. That means God's going to curse them. Right? And that means if we're true Abraham, that means their devils are evil because they've been persecuting and that God's going to judge them. See what I'm saying? So that's the logic. That's the logic they're coming with. They don't want to come with that kind of logic. They want to come with the idea that we're cursed and everything did to us was justified and everything else. So they feel good about themselves and they act based on that knowledge. So they can treat us bad. They had a Jim Crow and all that stuff. Yes, we deserve it. So they can be motivated to do that because that's God's will. But so Elijah Muhammad said, so he has set false Israel. So see, no, they should save him. You understand? It's a war. And it says, it's two things. It says, the Lamb and the God both were attacking at their foundation. See, the foundation, the intellectual foundation is that premise I told you. They're false ideas about identify who's who and what's what. And the other one is the source. What fuels it, this oil. So Master Muhammad's taking care of that side, and Ram is taking care of this side. It's the intellectual side, if you want to call it that. Hold on a second, brothers and sisters. I do have some issue here. I'm working on it. All of a sudden, I do. Yeah. Haven't had a cell history quite like this for 15 years. So where's this coming from? Right. So they set that up. So now, okay, you see, that proves that that lie they've been telling us is true. That falsehood is up there, and that's what that's what Suma is attacking. And both these things are going to go down at the same time. See, it tells you when. From May 14, 1948, and that's the same age that the messenger of covenant would be. He'd be conceived at the same time. Conceived at the same time, just check it. So he'd be 75 years old on birthday, but conception date, he'd be 76, the same age, right? And it says it'd be 76.6 years, right? That'll put you at 2024 December, this month. Because you had 7 months, right? 0.6 and 7.2 months to May, that's May to June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Both of them going to happen at the same time this month. See? And when false Israel goes down, that means we have to be true to Abraham. And that also points out Farrakhan as the demon he is. So both collapse at the same time. Okay? So, in this month. It's not watch the weather stuff. Now, oh, something happened 20 years. So say after they be trodden underfoot and everything, sanctuary for that long, and then they'll be cleansed. That means they're going to be cleansed this month. This month. 2 nations, brothers and sisters. That one is impregnate. One is impregnant with the other. See, we're in the womb of America. We're a nation about to be born. See, that's another trick. See, the point is they tell you a nation will be born. For a nation to be born, it has to be. For a nation to be born, right? It says right. So it has to be in the womb of somebody. You ever think of it like that? So what nation is in the womb? There's no other nation on the planet that's like that but us. That's why then one's called Elijah. That's another thing has to get about Elijah. And first of all, they turn off that whole thing about false Israel, and they also turn the thing by Elijah. Muhammad said, so we're a nation inside of a nation. Because we are. Because he don't identify us as a nation. See, Farrakhan, no, we're part of America. We stand here. I said, no, we're a separate nation. That means I'm not going to. You see, because the thing is that people say they're on board and they have plenty of time to study and tell them and teach and and they still don't ever come see stuff like this. It's basic stuff. Just conscious echoes. See, so what is that all about? It talks about a tree that doesn't produce anything. See? So, because every time I look at it, I always bring more stuff. There's stuff right there. Every time I look at it, I can bring more information out. Because that gets back to Angel says, okay. Right? So if a nation be born, that means it has to be inside of another nation. Right? Otherwise, it's separate and how is it born? It's already a nation. Has to be a nation that's in the process of being born, but inside of another nation. Oh, they have to be pregnant with it. That gets back to Angel. That gives me the basic idea of the fact is it has to be inside of another nation. And only that identifies the nation being born has to be us. See how powerful that is right there? That little point right there is a little powerful. And nobody ever mentioned it. If they say if a nation has to be born today, it has to be inside of another nation for that to happen. So what nation is inside of another nation? The angel talks about that too. Talking about those who keep their garments. Anyway, let's move on. See, that's so much. Said Suleimani would walk alone. Right? Anyway, so we went inside. See, and we're on side. And since they're contrary to one nation, both nations are putting pressure on each other. The one that has greater pressure is squeezing one that has lesser pressure. We had less pressure because we had less energy, so they were squeezing us. So, right? So inside the nation, we're in the womb, and we're being compressed in that womb. But they compress us so much, they cause us to transform into a diamond. They didn't intend that to happen. It's another story. It's another point that somebody could have made. They didn't. Anyway, see, so, and now that we're getting energy, the universe is contracting now, and we're getting energy, dimensions have Earth. Now we're spanning, but we have more pressure than them. We have more discipline and energy, so now we're spanning and putting pressure on them until we knock them out of existence. We destroy them. See? Nations born. Now the nation got out the womb. See? I'm not showing that. I'm showing the next one here. See? Nation was no nation. And now I gave birth to it. See? Now we have two nations, right? They've been in conflict with each other. Because it says it'd be a exceedingly great army. Nobody picked up on that reader. It said it'd be an exceedingly great army. So there's an army, and America's an army, and they're contrary. That means they're going to be at war with each other. As soon as it's born. As soon as it's born, a exceedingly great army. What does that mean? Enthusiastic, ready to fight. Born, ready to fight. Is under attack by the one that gave birth to it. Let's abort that. Man, let's abort it. They have a child that's deformed, ain't what you expect. Let's abort it. Terminate it. See? Because the birth child they give birth to ain't the one that Farrakhan produced. See, he's there, deform that baby. Make that baby like mama. And baby comes out. Like, abortion only for black folks. Only time devils get abortions is like they went out there and got any baby by some black person, and all of a sudden they want to abort it. But mom and papa didn't know, right? You see what I'm saying? So, here it is. You give birth. And, oh man, baby's black. Get rid of that thing. They're going to know. You see what I'm saying? Oh, no. See? Because that baby's going to be born not with the information that mama's been feeding it. It's going to get the information that's out. When you're in the womb, all the information you get is what's in the womb. That's all you get. But once you get outside the womb, now you get information outside of mama's control. So when it comes to that womb, false is not there. See what I'm saying? And other things. American Britain kicked out of the Middle East. America's that's different information. That means it's going to process differently. It's going to understand what happened to it. Because somebody's telling them, hey, mama was kicking your ass in that womb. She was trying to poison you. She was giving you poison. She was doing all kinds of stuff to you in the womb. She was trying to destroy you. Then you come out, oh, now you got a whole different attitude. See, because now you got the truth once you come out. Because now you, see, because if you didn't, if mama had, hey, you'd be like a little devil like her. So you love her. Yeah, okay, but you come out black, oh man. You understand, brothers and sisters? It's going to be a war. It's going to be a war in America like you never imagined. See, I never really explained that clearly, but sometimes people tell me I got like talking to babies. That's what people tell me. You got to talk to babies. Because there's going to be two nations and one, and extremely, and nobody ever spoke to that. Extremely economy. Then what the hell you think that means? That means a war a war in America. That's not a civil war, Farrakhan. It's civil war when you're both citizens and you both love this country, right? But you have disagreements. This ain't no civil war. This is a war between two nations. See? So it comes out with the knowledge of the world as it is. It's best not to acknowledge that it's feeding in the womb. I could talk a lot more on that, bro. Man, clash. But it's stronger than mama. See, mama's weak from getting that baby. The baby's strong, come out strong, ready. And get rid of mama and take off. Because mama's trying to get rid of it. See? And see, so he said, I watched Satan's false Israel. But when they read the whole verse, right? They mention the demons. The reason they mention it, you probably never pay attention to that because the demons go down at the same time. So now they have control of the demons. Second brothers and sisters. Same thing together, they mention it together. Because at that point in that time, so they go down together. Falsehood goes down, demons go right behind, because now you got control of the demons. See? And why are the demons called closed enemy? Hidden enemy. Because they look like us. That's why they're hidden enemy. Nobody speaks that directly, out and around it. So they're the hidden enemy. Because they're devils. They're the enemy. So the devil's the open enemy. They're the hidden enemy because they're devils, enemy, but they're us. See? But they're not hidden no more because Superman's exposing them. Let's move on, brothers and sisters. See? Now, see here? They're so desperate over there, they're tripping over themselves. Because this goes against everything Farrakhan has saying for 42 years. If the soul is left in darkness, sins will be committed. The guilty one is not he who commits the sin, he who causes the darkness. It means the devils. But Farrakhan said just opposite. You're sinful and you're evil and you're wicked and God's going to get you and you better repent, right? You better, what's the word he used? I forgot the word he used, right? But what the Million Man March, what was that word I forget. But I says, am I getting Alzheimer's? Right? Good thing about Alzheimer's is that you don't remember you got it. Right? Well, maybe you don't know you got it, right? See? But, okay. Anyway, right? Oh, let's see. It's just all over my mind. Just around, you know, it's around the edge of your mind right there. And every time you touch it, just move away. Right? It'll come to me. Yeah, woof. Anyway. I can't remember that word. It's just, I want to remember it because it's not repent. It'll come to me. Anyway, that's what they're saying. Right? Tell everybody in the Million March, right, how they gotta take it, take responsibility. You know. Anyway, this goes against everything he said, but yet he said it. So desperate, they're tripping over themselves because this goes against everything Farrakhan was saying for the last 42 years. He's saying that the devil is the one that's guilty because they're the one that brought us over in this darkness. They're the one causing the darkness. They're the ones brainwashed us. They're the one gave us Christianity. They're the ones changed our language, how to name everything. So they're the ones guilty. They're the guilty one. They're the ones that God's going to get. They're not going to get the ones that committed the sin, the one that put them in the condition. See, and that dumbass Ishmael was so dumb, right? That he not only get against what Farrakhan was saying for it, but he go against what we were just saying 5 seconds after this. 5 seconds after this. See, he said, "Oh, are you're sinful," but he just said, "We're not responsible." It's the devil's responsible. Come on, brothers and sisters. This ain't Photoshop. That's I'm saying it's Sunday. Check something real quick, brothers and sisters. Oh. Atone. Atone. I didn't get it from Google. I went to get it from Google, but it didn't give me what I wanted. But then I got it anyway. So just a little throw you out there. I'm ready for battle, balances. I'm not gonna forget who the devil is. How can you forget that? Anyway, you understand, brothers and sisters? Atone. He tells you got to atone. Atone for what? What you got to atone for? It's telling you we're not guilty of anything. It's telling you we're not guilty of anything. We're not guilty of all the sins that Farrakhan said you're guilty. God's going to get you. You need to repent. You got to atone. And that's what he's saying right here. He's just saying he's right here calling Farrakhan a liar. Because Farrakhan been saying just the opposite of 40 some years ago. Check it out. Oh, God, I pray, Lord, will have words eat your ass. All this stuff, and this is just the opposite. So is he trying to send you a message, or he just a total damn ignorant dumbass? Just think about it. If the soul is left in darkness, sins will be committed. The guilty one is not he who commits the sin. We ain't the guilty ones. I've been saying for 30 some years. Elijah Muhammad been saying basically the same thing, and he been saying just opposite now, said just what he said Sunday. So is he trying to send a message, or he's just too damn stupid, or maybe they getting ready to get rid of Farrakhan. I don't know. We'll see in a minute. Okay, let's look at this. I gotta move on, brothers. I'm moving too fast. See here? What happened? Okay, brothers and sisters. I'll do that. Yeah. Hold on, brothers. Give me a second here. I thought I fixed that. I didn't. A second. Let me take a second to fix this. I know I fixed that. I'm up. Well. Got Alzheimer's. You don't remember anything, do you? I know I fixed this though, but so. Looks like I got the wrong version here. Where you at? Come on, where you at? Come on, right here. Oh. That's interesting. Okay. That's interesting. See here? Praise Allah, Lord of the worlds. Opening of the Quran, right? The beneficent merciful master their requital. Their requital is another word for vengeance, consequence. Master their consequence. See, the Arab, they translate the requital, which, it's like a soft pedal. Right? It's like trying to put cologne on shit, right? No, consequence is a better translation. See? Because what they did, what they did to us, Master did acquittal. What acquittal? Acquittal of what? So those time a judgment. Why is there a judgment? Do you ask yourself these questions? Why is there a day of judgment? Should be judged every day. Why is there a day of judgment? Why is this day of acquittal? All this. Oh, what? So that means there's an event that's being judged. If you judge something, you're judging something that has to be judged. Consequence, that means you're judging, or you're dealing with a reaction to something that happened already. What is this? And this all happens at the time of our birth as a nation. I can prove that too, but let's move on, brothers and sisters. Okay, look at this. And they should come together. Okay. Do you then believe in part of the book and disbelieve in the other? What then is reward among you is do this, but disgrace and life this world, on day of resurrection he sent back to the most grievous chastisement. Remember, day of resurrection again. Day of resurrection is the day of acquittal at the same time. It's the judgment. The day of resurrection, all at the same time. And it tells you what happened. The day of resurrection is also going to be a time of requital, or a time of consequence. Or it's going to be a time of birth, resurrection. Do you ever pay attention to these little things? All these things will happen at the day of resurrection. The resurrection means you're coming back from something. So that means you. So we're coming back to life. But we in the womb somehow, so we being birthed. You understand? But it's also a judgment. So that means something. So you got to judge whatever the action was that preceded that. Acquittal means it's consequence. See? You put these things together, brothers and sisters, spawn. See? And these are by life this world here at this time is not be lightened. The chastisement will not be light for them. The severe chastisement. They life this world hereafter. Who does that? That's the demons, hidden enemy. They love the same life as the devils do. That's why I said those love this world's life. Who love this world's life? The makers of this world's life, the citizens of this world's life, who have the nature, right? I mean, if you love this world's life, that means your nature is in accord with this world's life. You get it? Your nature is in accord. That means that who built this world's life? That's the devil. It's based on their nature. So who loves this world's life? It's telling you. That's devil, Farrakhan, right? It says, right? It says what? They believe part, this, the other. It says. Is that they love this world's life. The demons will love this world's life because they have the same nature. They look different. They have the same nature. It says, and that chastisement will not be light. See what's all the information this little bit telling you right here? See, somebody should be able to figure that one out. A lot of times, he's what you do. These are they who buy life this world here. They're talking about the devils and the demons. They both have the same nature, the nature of this world. So that chastisement, they will be telling you they will be chastised. That means they're the ones that's going to be wrong in the judgment. They're the ones consequence going to be applied upon. You get that all information, just that little bit paragraph right there. Look how much information you get, just a little paragraph right there. See? They're chastisement. They're the ones going to be chastised. And it won't be light. And they have no help from anybody. Right? See? Let's move on, brothers and sisters. I tell you so much. Okay, the man robbed God. I'm not going to that detail, brothers and sisters, but if you read Malachi, there's three beings right there. You got Elijah, the messenger of the covenant, who Elijah prepares the way for, and you got somebody in between, Aaron, who Elijah absent, turned everything around upside down. Legion, Louis Eugene Grimes, and around backwards at Farrakhan, right? He's the one that's cursed with a curse. Disembowelment, castrated, pissing and shitting in a bag. If that's not a curse, brother, so what is it? And he's been robbing the nation of Islam. It says he's robbing even his whole nation right there. Who's the nation talking to? Elijah. Elijah's nation. Who's robbing Elijah's nation? It ain't me. I've asked for a dime. Nope, you can't give me a dime. It ain't Elijah because he built the nation and left it back to you. Farrakhan just ripped it off and took all they can get out of it. See? Wallace already got his curse. That dumbass. What, he was in his 40s, I think, late 40s. He died from diabetes. He should be eating how to live. Good for his ass. Right? But no, I should have stepped around. So he need to feel all of this. He got really lucky. Okay, here it is. I beheld the thrones were cast down. Whose thrones? And the ancient days just set. Whose garment was white as snow, his hairs. That's not white, Farrakhan. You ain't no hair like wool. You got hair like devils. His throne was like fire, and his wheels of furnace fire. This you have to understand Daniel. That means then the first Daniel. That's not a story together. It means here in America. It's not the mother plane. A fiery issue came forth from thousand ministers to him. This is Nation Islam, and then our brother, sister, original brother, sister laws found. So I flock it to him. It says when they see they're gonna run to him. It says the Quran says that they be coming to the temple and companies. I mean, great numbers, ready for fight. And it's a time of judgment. Again, the judgment. That's all that stuff happens one time. A time of judgment, time of consequence. And that's when the ancient days is set. Melchizedek, the ancient days, Master's covenant. The books were open. What books? Angel. I beheld because the voice of the great words with horns spake, even till the beast was slain. This is why the beast, America's been slain, his body destroyed. It was given to the burning fire. Just during the time, right, the judgment and everything when America's going down. All this happened at the same time. And as concerning the rest of the beast, had the dominion taken away. That's Europe, right? The dominion taken away, their power was taken away from them, and which belongs to season of time. Then they finally, right, was finally just wiped out. But they'll still be, they're going to defeat America and Europe, but they'll still be around for a little while. And I saw in the night vision, behold, one like the Son of Man came. That's Master Prophet Muhammad. He's not the Son of Man, he's like the Son of Man. Remember, Son of Man has, how can they say he's a Son of Man when they say Son of Man got woolly hair? I mean, how can they get away with this bullshit? He's a Son of Man. They gave you the description of him. They tell you right here. They also tell you the angel. They tell you what he looks like. So they got hair like lamb's wool. It says feet like brass. That's not Farrakhan. It's not Master Prophet Muhammad either. The description. Damn. Right? Son of Man came, and it was given. Some of you are going to be chastised for just being so goddamn stupid. Some of you are going to be chastised. I mean, we here to save you, brothers and sisters. If you want to be saved, we ain't going to force nothing on you. Right? But some of you're going to have to get a little spanking for being so goddamn stupid. Because you're going to ask that question. Hey, what does Son of Man look like? Does that look like Master Muhammad? Look Farrakhan? Whoa. What you going to say there? Get your mouth open? Because you're about to lose your teeth. Some of you are going to be chastised. You're going to get a severe spanking for being so goddamn stupid. Because how could you get past this one? And the fact that it follows the devil, that should be enough right there. But it says, I saw a night vision. It said, right? See, hair like lamb's wool. And then when the Son of Man comes, and no one like the Son of Man, it means he's not the Son of Man. If you like something, that means you ain't it. Right? He came with the clouds of heaven, and it came Ancient of Days, that's Master Prophet Muhammad, and he gave him the kingdom. He put it together, the land put it together, and he gave it to the God. See, let's move on, brothers and sisters. I mean, any reading of this, so he said, Farrakhan said, just whatever. And 10 horns on his head. And on the other, this camp, Daniel, we're not talking about angel now, right? But Daniel is really an aspect of angel, but that's no story. Even the horn had eyes. Now, the horn here is some of Africa. But this actual horn here is Obama. So I'm just going to tell you that, because you ain't going to understand it. I'm just going to rock your boat if you're paying attention, but they said this horn had a mouth. So it wasn't the horn itself. So it had eyes and a mouth. Then we know the eyes represent in the angel, eyes represents the original nature going to have eyes. Right? And the demons, because they're converted. I mean, they're part of it, they have eyes too. That's, if you understand the angel. I'm not going to explain that. Right? But they have eyes. They look like us. They resemble us, but they ain't us. So they have eyes and a mouth. See, that's telling you it's a demon there. There's a demon in his horn, with this horn. So Obama has this demon with him, has eyes in the mouth. Nobody picked up on that one either. That's an easy one. I said, anybody come in, go in there, break any stuff down. That's the easy one right there. Even the horn had eyes and a mouth. That show you right there who that is. And every holy angel. Daniel is the 12th chapter, 13th chapter. Anyway, move on. Most doubtless fellows. Hell, I came, the same horn made war with the saints and prevailed against them. And said it would do it 40. Do it say it here? What? I didn't, copy that down. It said it would do it 42 years. That's Farrakhan. It says this. It says, and then came time the saints possessed the kingdom. So who's supposed to, you saying, your name first time you say possess the kingdom, right? Then you must be the saints. I mean, how can you get around that? Were you a crack? How can you get around that? That means you must be the saints. If you're going to say you inherit the kingdom, that means if you're the saints, right? That means this person is going to overcome your ass for 42 years. He's going to make war. So who in the hell did that? If it's in the future, that means you got 42 years of hell coming. If it hasn't been, that means you have to say it's Farrakhan. You have to say it's Farrakhan. It wasn't Elijah. He made war and prevailed against them until the age of days come. So in other words, he tells you that we know the age of days is about to set. That means this person has already been doing it. So it's in the past. That means he's been doing it for 42 years from now. So you go back 42 years, who been controlling the saints for the last 42 years? It's telling you right there. Until the age of days came. Then he put a stop to him. That means the age of days is about to set now. That means this person's been going on 42 years in control of the saints. God damn. Ooh. Something like a serious spanking, Bill says. Serious spanking. Serious spanking. You better hope that's all there is spanking. Ooh. But that here. Remember it says, those being part of the book to speak other? Okay, well let's look at this part of the book, right? And the sun was going down, a deep sleep fell upon Abram and lo, a horror. A great dark fell upon him. That's the Holocaust. He said, Abram, know for sure that sea is straight and land that is not theirs. But Pharaoh said, it's land ours. He said, no. He preached, he says this. He speaks to this. But then he say, God's a liar, because he said, no, land's ours. But he does speak to this part. He says, serve them and afflict them 40 years. He does speak this part. And also that nation, when they shall serve, I will judge. They're going to be something they did wrong. He said he was going to judge us. So they're going to judge them. So if we just wicked and they should be judging us. Listen, they're going to judge them. And after they should come out with great substance, that means we're leaving out of here. Not coming out of their religion, out of the name, we're coming out of here. And we're going to prove that in a minute. And let's go with that fathers and the peace, and now shall bury the old age. But in 4 generations, they shall come hither again for the increment man was not full. So look at, now this is the part they say they believe in, right? Now look at this. And it came to pass that when the son, remember, hold on now, previous. We ain't going to mix nothing. This is 16, 12 to 16th verse, right? So what's the 17th verse? Here's 17th verse. So we ain't in the ellipsis, anything in the middle. Came to pass, the sun went down, and was dark, came a smoky furnace, a burning lamp, passed between these pieces. And the same day, the Lord made a covenant. This is a covenant part with Abraham, saying, until that seed, Farrakhan's not their seed. He says, follows the devil. He said their seed. See, when you want to say descendants, he can claim they were descendants because his mother may have been seed Abraham. That's why he want to use that kind of interpretation. So this seed, I've given this land from the river Egypt to the great river Euphrates. Look on the map. That's Arabia. That's not New York. It's not Philadelphia. It's not Atlanta. It's not Oregon. It's not Los Angeles. It's out of here. Because see, when Farrakhan calling God a liar, he said, we ain't going nowhere. Why is he saying stuff like that? The devils ain't devils no more. We ain't going nowhere. See? So why did he say his part? He believed in part of the book, but don't believe in part of the book. So what happened? He said he cursed. Brothers and sisters. God damn. Well, so you see me getting mad? Yeah, they got me something. They gave me cold. They gave me something. Right? But brother, you see I'm fired up. I'm ready. I'm ready to battle. Because we get ready to kick some ass. Some serious ass. And we ain't going to stop. Right? You know, I mean, when we get finished, He probably had good knee surgery. But man, we're gonna be kicking somebody's ass. We probably give knee surgery. Probably have to put a strain on our leg because we probably stop from doing it because we keep doing so much, man. It's just on autopilot. Because we ain't playing. You have to around with the wrong people. Like I said, when you mess around our women and you sisters out there, look, we're gonna avenge you 100%, and you will be satisfied because they should never touch you. They should never touch our women. We battle with us, okay. But you touched our women the way you did it, you shouldn't touch them at all. But the way you did it, and we got some sisters out there, they're going to go to war. We ain't going to stop them. Like I said, boy, ooh, you don't want to go to war with these sisters because these sisters, they don't have no picture of your ass, they take you down. See, brothers say, oh man, well, they gave up. They gave up good. They would easy to kill them now. That's sister's perspective. Deadlier than the male. See? And the point is that if they want to go into battle, we ain't going to stop them. We're going to stand by, and we're going to let the enemy know. The first time they want to get a bloody nose, that's your ass. So how are they going to deal with that? See? And let's say Caucasian. See, why do they speak like that? The Caucasian white man, they say, why is he just... I heard somebody say the other day, somebody was watching my Caucasian, they got to explain, they got to be, Yeah, well, I mean, in a way they said it right, so I didn't say anything. They said Caucasian, right? But they could have went a little further, when they could, that's multiplication. They could have put a little algebra on top of it, right? And say, well, because they said Caucasian, that's good, because that means any Caucasian, right? But then why don't you take it a little further like I did here? But it's good, it's all good, because if you say just Caucasian, yeah, but then that means you got a Caucasian white man, you got a Caucasian black man. The enemy and the hidden enemy. That's his daddy. He admits it. That should be enough to set you straight right there. Percival Clark. That's his daddy. It tells you right there. Farrakhan, who was black skinned, was born Louis Eugene Walcott should be grounds on May, right? In the Bronx, New York. He's the younger of two sons of Sarah May. I don't know who his brother is. Or who's El Sharpton somebody, right? And Percival Clark, image from Angola, Caribbean islands. His mother was born in St. Where's father? The Jamaican thing there. Just because you're Jamaican doesn't mean people assume that if you're Jamaican, you must be black. No, you better go to Jamaica and find out. That's your nationality, not your ethnicity, brothers and sisters. Get it right. Legion. He's going down. He's going down. Son of perdition. 40 years you had him. Look at him. Devil. Got his devil's hair. Daddy's hair. If his daddy was... His dad's actually wore glasses like him. I ain't sure that picture. That's a younger picture. Right? He's a demon. He's a devil. He says his father's a devil. He says not only that, he says his father's parents are Portuguese Jews. Caucasian Jews. So what does that make him? Satan goes down, he goes down too. His whole purpose is to keep us blind. See, keep us with that false premise. Because remember, if you got that premise yourself, that we're slaves, and you believe that stuff, you're going to be humble. You're going to go and say, hey, man, yeah, master, thank you, master, for kicking my ass. Thank you for raping us and everything, because you civilized us. And you put your seed in us, that means now we got some of y'all seed in us, so that makes even better people. Because now with some of, you see, you think all backward. That's why I said the man in Mark was beating his own self. See, the angel breaks all that up. It defines who everybody is. You didn't even know what a demon was before I told you. It defines who everybody is. And that destroys that foundation. Man, I was getting ready to destroy the source, the oil. Two together. Bam. What happens to the devil's mind? They go insane. It says they're being derision. They go insane because their brain will have to process the truth. Because the truth is real. They have to realize that that means we're devils. Now they beating themselves. Because we're devils. And we curse. And God's going to get us. Because we're cursing God's seed. And we ain't true Abraham. And we lies and we thieves. And you see what I'm saying? Because that's what the brain's going to process. Because that's the information coming in now. And that's the truth. The false Israel were gone. So they couldn't have possibly succeed Abraham. And we had to be. So now they know there was They was doing evil. And now, how your mind calculate that? How did our mind calculate the fact that we was wicked, evil, sinful, Farrakhan telling you, and we all of this, and we cursed black? How did our mind process that kind of stuff? We beasts, we gorillas, we apes. That's the information we was given the last 40 years. And so look at how they had us acting. They're going to be acting much worse. Right? Okay, brothers and sisters, I'm going to close out here. I think I covered all the points I'm going to cover. I said I got to see if I do some recovering because, hold on here. Some recovery here. Did I mess this up? Well, I'm not. There's some recovery here. So I got some kind of situation going here, bro. So I'm working on. Okay. Let me see if I missed anything here, brothers and sisters. Close out. Okay. I said I'm gonna keep it short, but I kept it short, brothers and sisters. But that's what we are. And this happened this month. That's my calculations. Farrakhan's going down, which blow their whole reality away. Because now all of a sudden, all they've been saying, who's blessing false Israel and who's cursing true Israel? And now, the God's against us. Our economy just totally collapsed. And Trump, if he is around, if they even make it to January, right, he's going to inherit a pile of shit on fire. Or if they make it to that point, he's going to, right? Ooh. They're going to call martial law. I mean, they're going to be in derision, brothers and sisters. Cannibalism is going to reign. Eat their own children, eat their pets, everything. And then demons, they're going to be in a fight. That's civil war right there between them and the demons. Because they attacked all blacks. We said, all blacks, you see, who's got the blacks? You got us, you got the demons, and you got the Africans. That's the four winds. Did you ever really make a connection on that one? Probably not. You see? So they attack. See? And so Obama, he's going to be in charge of them. If they all attack all blacks, he's going to be on attack too. In fact, the so-called intellectual to high profile blacks in the worst, they're going to burn their brains out. So he's going to be leading them. They're going to attack us. We're going to have war with the demons first, kicking their ass out of here. Read Exodus. It says, told the true believers in the Lamb to kill all Aaron and his people. You think they're going to say to these guys, cut out their throat? Are you ready? And you sisters, you will be protected. You'll be protected. If you really want to go out there and raise some hell, we ain't going to stop you because you got the worst of it. But you're going to be protected. We will protect you. I'm telling you that. Any brother that doesn't and fails in that issue, he might as well take the next plane to, or next jet to maybe someplace else, another universe, because he's going to wish he wasn't here. See? You'll be protected, sisters. Right? Whether you go through tribulation or not, you still be protected. But now you still got to upgrade, unless you want to be in submission the rest of your life. You should upgrade. Everybody has to upgrade, brothers and sisters. I'll leave it there. Assalamu alaikum.